Hi friends, thanks for watching. Today we're headed to Slab City. Some people are calling it Slabber Lake. The rains have been torrential. Come along, let's have some fun, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell.
Hi friends, it's Papa and the Bandit, and we are headed to Slab City today. Been wanting to go there for a few weeks, felt that I was kind of led there. Hey, look up here at the camera, we're taking a picture of you. We're shooting some video of you. Papa, you know I'm a little shy sometimes, and then sometimes I just don't want to be on camera. Yeah, okay. I understand. Me too. Yeah, right. Okay, so we got the new refrigerator in. We got it all stocked up with groceries. So we're about 2 hours away from Slab City. So let's go! Yabbadabbadoo! Here's a little peek of what the desert looks like in this Colorado River Valley. When it's irrigated, it's green and it blossoms beautifully. I believe the mountains over there are the Kofa Mountains. Might not be. The sign said all vehicles must stop. We've got an inspection station up here apparently. And here is the beautiful Colorado River. Today, the beautiful Colorado River is being viewed through a haze of burning something over there. Smells like tires or tar or something. It's pretty noxious smelling. Well, my Google Maps just said, "Welcome to California." I hope all of this horrible smoke and haze and smelly, stinky stuff is not a bad omen of my stay here. Well, here is the border, the arch, the station going from California to Arizona. If you look all the way out there to the distance, to the horizon, you'll see very interesting topography. Looks almost like sand dunes. They're very light in color, almost white. They go for miles and miles and miles and miles, left to right. I'll shoot it again when we get closer. Wow, I was right. It is sand dunes. Mile after mile after mile of sand dunes. Wow. Very amazing. I don't know what to say. I have no information on this. I see a lot of 4x4 tracks out there in the sand. This is absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything quite like this before. Looks like the Sahara Desert. Far as you can see. Wow. Sand mountain after sand mountain. Pretty crazy. We just left that sand dune area there was a sign that identified it. It was the Imperial Sand Dunes Recreation Area. It was awesome. This is the Imperial Valley, just south of the Salton Sea. About 20 miles from Nyland. Nyland's 7 to 10 miles from Slab City. You can see all the beautiful green out there. I do believe that there are folks that call the Imperial Valley the breadbasket of the world. It sure does produce a lot of food for millions and millions and millions of folks. We are approaching Slab City. There are a couple of interesting painted tanks. Out in the distance, you can see Salvation Mountain. All the many colors cross up on the top of it. And you can begin to see a few people camping out on this federal government land. Well, here is one of the old military guard shacks, all painted up. People have used old pallets and old fence posts that they found, tires, anything that they could find to use as a makeshift fence and fence off an area and call it their own. There's a guy that used tires there. The shoe tree. Someone has put up a church building, it looks like.
Take the next right onto Low Road.
Spaceport 42. Going right, it says the Lowe's is this way.
In 400 feet, turn right.
And I know the last time I talked to anyone about
Take the next right.
the slabs, they said the Lowe's was probably the place that I would want to go. Probably the place that I would want to be. I'm just not sure what is a place that I can park and what is a roadway through that people are driving a lot. Sometimes I forget that people who aren't plugged into the nomadic community, the full-time RV community, or maybe even the part-time RV community, really don't know what Slab City is. So let me just tell you a few things about it, just by way of introduction. Slab City is called the Slabs. It's largely a snowbird community in the Sonoran Desert, and it's located in Imperial County, California, which is about 169 miles or so southeast of Los Angeles, inside the California Badlands. It's used by RV owners and squatters from all across North America. It took its name from the concrete slabs that remain there from the abandoned World War II Marine Corps barracks of Camp Dunlap. Several thousand campers, many of them retired, use the location during the winter months
The snowbirds only stay for the winter before heading back north to cooler climate because the temperature in the slabs get as high as 120 degrees Fahrenheit in the heat of the summer. Nevertheless, there's a group of about 150 permanent residents who live in the slabs year-round, and some of these slabbers derive their living from government programs, Social Security, disability, and so forth. And they've come to the slabs because they're kind of on the poor side. Others have moved to the slabs so that they can kind of get a feel for what it's like to live off grid, and others just because they want to be left alone. And still others have moved here to stretch out their retirement income. Because it's decommissioned and uncontrolled, there's no charge for living, no BLM fees, no RV park fees, has no official electricity or running water, or sewers, toilets, trash service, anything like that. Many of the residents here use generators and solar panels to generate their own private electricity. And the closest body of civilization with proper law enforcement is about 4 miles away in the California city of Nyland, California, where residents at Slab City often go to do basic shopping. And as a result, the site is described by inhabitants and news outlets like Vice News as a miniature de facto enclave of anarchy. And they like to bill themselves as the last free place on earth, or the last free place in America. Not much law enforcement even comes around out here unless there's a phone call that something bad has happened. So that's kind of the rundown about Slab City. We made it to Slab City. Got camp all set up. Got my camp carpet out, my foot wiping carpet out, my camp chair out, and Rock's holding it all down to keep the hot, sonoring wind from blowing it away. Got the slide out. Got my solar panels tilted skyward. Got my rig all nice and level. Got my sun reflectors on the dash inside the cab of the RV. Got the tracker safely parked close by. We are ready to enjoy some beautiful Slab City, California sunshine. And look at that. What? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me turn this camera around. Am I still in Seattle? I don't recognize this as California, like the Sunshine State. I can only see about 20 yards ahead of me, and the fog cuts in. So this is only about 130 feet or so above sea level here at Slab City, which usually means pretty warm weather in the desert southwest. And they don't get much rain here. 2-3 inches a year maybe. Yeah, normally I like camping on waterfront property. But this is not exactly what I had in mind. Yeah. Well, this is what a lot of people are calling Lake Slab City. But I think it's altogether possible that That 2 to 3 inches might have just come last night. It was just pouring down rain. I felt right at home, like I hadn't even left the lake up in Yelm.
Goodness. We had some hail just a little bit ago, and lightning and thunder. And now my RV is residing in a lake. This is the other side of the RV. It is crazy. I knew it was going to rain a little, but I didn't know that it was going to be the flood of Noah revisited.
Hi friends, thanks for coming along on our trip to Slab City. The rains won't last forever, and we're going to see some awesome things like Salvation Mountain, the Range, the Oasis Club. So y'all come along and have some fun with us. Subscribe and click the bell too.